Shocktopus and also in Discord on the side. So we've got a good thing going here with Octopode Air Elementalist, and I'm intending to keep that good thing going a little longer. This would be my third win in a row if I pull it off. So yeah, very excited to try to pull it off. This isn't rocket science. I've also done 215 runers in a row, so this could potentially be the third. I don't generally go stealth. Beginning of the game is, of course, the most likely to die portion, so merits special attention. Looks good so far. So far, so good still. I don't see... How have we not found an enemy yet? I'm getting a little nervous. Oh, there we go. First catch of the day. No way to double zap it from this position. I'll just take a singleton. There we go. We've got a lot of B scrolls, so presumably it's what we need. We also got our first non air magic option. Our Call Canine Familiar is a very powerful summon. That plus Airstrike could get me through a lot of the game. Man, there's no safety here. There we go. Better and better. Good. Okay, we got our first level up. In theory, I could take static discharge here. In practice, I have found static discharge on an octopus to be a bit of a danger zone kind of ability. You don't have a ton of HP to start the game with. You get better, but you don't start with a ton. This is probably an ID scroll, and this is probably carrying. Perfect. Now that's a huge lifesaver right there. I can now handle being poisoned. Anyway, like I was saying, you yeah, you don't start with a ton of HP, and static discharge can potentially cost you some. Trying to line up a static discharge means you're allowing things to come into melee with you, which generally speaking is very risky. So yeah, I generally would opt against that plan. Okay, we found 2 out of 3 potions that I like to ID. If I can find heal wounds, I don't have to worry about IDing potions. I can quaff ID them. Did not hit 3 EXP before leaving this floor. I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume that there were more enemies than we found, so let's do one more round of searching. No, got them all. Okay. Shitty descent. I will take 1 doggo with me. I will take 1 doggo with me. I will take 1 doggo with me. Okay, you know what? I'm out of half mana. I killed a couple of them. No need to take a doggo. That was a perfectly reasonable opener. Now, ordinarily, my mages do some partial stabbiness at this stage of the game, but in this specific configuration, again, octopodes do not have very much HP, so if you're going to attempt to stab with them, you want to be damn sure that you kill your target. Otherwise, you find yourself in melee with a target that you have to find a way to deal with. And that can be quite challenging. Ooh. I don't know what Necrotize is. It's new as of version 0.29. It may be worth figuring out at some point. Steaming boots, eh? It's a shame that I don't have feet, because our poise RC corrosion our core would last me most of the game, and it would be an amazing bit of tech right now. So this is the first kind of, oh, I wish I wasn't an octopus moment. The first moment of I wish I wasn't an octopus in this run. We'll see if we get more of them or less of them. It's very important to not let that kind of thing phase you or bias you when you're playing. I'm still alive. Good. So this is another really on the virtues of Zap, it is a true full screen spell. It pierces, so you can use it in situations where you could not, for example, use Magic Dart. I might have to use a Curing Potion to survive this. I might have to use more than a Curing Potion to survive this. We're gonna go invisible so that they can't necessarily chase me perfectly. Feels like a bit of overkill, I admit, but better over than under kill, I always say. Actually, I don't think I've ever said that in my life. Okay. So we now are down to just a couple escape options. Hey, we found the nasty potion, the one that you definitely do not want to quaff test. You cheeky little bastard. Double zap, double zap. Double zap. Alright. Yeah, so zap is a full screen spell, a true full screen spell. It will hit everywhere that you can see. And it pierces enemies, so it's not like Magic Dart where if you have two enemies, one in front of the other, you can only Magic Dart the front one meaningfully. Oh, sweet. I'll hang on to that. So you can set up double and triple hits much more easily. You can pick the target of opportunity that you care about the most. Actually, this would be a good time for me to decide to pick up Swiftness. Airstrike is a ways off from being super castable. Swiftness could save my life, or at least my consumables. So we're gonna go that way. Like if I came across Sigmund or Grinder, I would definitely be thinking in terms of swiftnessing my way away from them. But yeah, between the lightning zap and airstrike, you can choose your target with precision. And lightning zap or whatever. Yeah, zap gives you an early game option that hits multiple enemies on a line. Also, looks like we've got someone joining on YouTube. Howdy. Do feel free to crash in on Discord if you want to chat. There we go. All right. Zap, 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 zap. Okay. We are out of ID scrolls. We've picked up a few new scrolls. In theory, there could be a teleport scroll among these. In theory, there could be an acquirement scroll that I'm holding off on until I get my my tele scrolls ID'd. So that would be a downside to holding off on read IDing right now. All right, we should have just about enough for airstrike. We're one shy, so we're going to get to airstrike soon. In the meantime, I think we're doing fine to focus air magic. The reason I so focus air magic isn't just castability; it's also power. Right now it's a 1d6, and by the time I get to lair, I'm gonna want both this and airstrike to be as close. I mean, I'm not gonna have capped their power, so I'm gonna want to be continuing to gain power as much as I can for these spells. I don't yet know what the heal wounds potion is, and I would like to discover that at some point. My power is growing enough that I can actually auto travel some. Ooh, rushing water. It would be very beneficial to find that if I could. Nope, do not teleport on an unknown floor. Okay, we found it. How are we going to get in? 100% to kill him. If I don't get constricted, I'm in good shape here. If I do get constricted, you gotta risk something, man. I got constricted. I got constricted twice, thrice. Alright, kill. +8 AC on account of the Dagger of Protection, and run for it. Try for some double zaps. No luck. Try to renew the Dagger of AC. Constriction. The constriction should improve my accuracy with the zap, but I rolled low on the 1d6. Can you kill me in one bite or not? 10 damage. Yeah, he can't kill me in one bite. Okay. Very scary, but we didn't lose. And we got another curing out of it. Alright, in we go. Sewers are, generally speaking, very good early game sources of a curing or cure wounds or some basic resources. As an octopode, I can swim, which limits the number of enemies that can chase me with impunity. It doesn't remove them, mind you. There's still plenty. It's their home turf is the sewer. You better believe that some of them at least know how to swim, but many of them don't. Like kobolds that you find down in these places with lots and lots of darts do not. Good. And I am, of course, more than happy to leverage every little advantage I get as hard as I can at this stage. Later on, I'll get enough reserve and that I can be a bit more gutsy, but not yet. No, I'm at the point of the game where I use invisibility and curing potions just to give myself 10 HP. And consider it lucky that I have them. You know, if I could get you to stand in front of that rock, I could double zap you. There you go. XL5, that should be enough for airstrike. Airstrike is still far from reliable, but at least I have it trained now. So if I'm dealing with a very high, 17% to kill him outright, there you go. What's beautiful about airstrike is if you're using it correctly and getting all the bonus damage, you get a ridiculous number of one-shot kills or two-shot kills, and by mid to late game, 3 shots kills, which is still really good. I shouldn't say late game, by mid game. Yeah. I'm not willing to bet that I have already found an acquirement scroll, and I would rather not read up all my scrolls searching for one in particular. I test read the teleport scroll, which is very important. Blink scroll is the other one that's very valuable to me. The rest I'll figure them out by the by. We need to back off now. Let them separate out on their own based on who is most interested in me. Easy double zaps. Less easy. Triple zaps, or triple target, I should say, not triple zaps. Get that constriction on for better accuracy. More good stuff. Get those snakes to line up, please. Good. Good. Nope, not good. Thank God. If I had miscasted there, that would have been bad. I would have had to use a mana potion probably, because frogs can deal a ton of damage very quickly. At this stage of the game, anyway. Get him off the wall before you zap him. There. 7 squares of bonus damage is definitely enough. Okay, I got my invisibility potion back. It's good that I didn't die trying to hang on to it. Doubt it, but we'll take a look for armor, take a look at my new spells. Canine Familiar is probably worth going back for. Sorry, not going back for worth investing summoning points in. Ooh, those are definitely worth keeping. Some means of doing damage from a distance. Okay, we got shafted. This is good news. I believe that means I can't be shafted in the dungeon again. All I have to do is survive this shafting and I'm golden. Staff of Conjuration. Unfortunately, nothing I do is Conjuration. Oh, wait, my main attack is a Conjuration? Heck yeah, baby. Bonus to spell power, nice and early. 1d9. That's reasonable. Quite painful. Not a Conjuration, but plenty dangerous. Okay, floor cleared. Now we're also going to have to be on the vague lookout for the Ecumenical Temple. Starting at the D4, it becomes a possibility to find. Because I tend to play Gazog, he's the closest you get to guaranteed jewelry selection in this game. Because I tend to play Gazog, I don't worry too much about an early or a medium term altar, not unless I found shops already, and I haven't. So getting a Gazog altar a little early is not worth diving for doing any heroics. Oh my god, I was lucky. Irradiate is really good. Irradiate gives me a solid mid-game option if I don't get any other mid-game options. Cash I'll eventually have. It's not a big deal. At int +2 on a weapon, I can definitely do better than Staff of Air is a cool thing to pick up. But honestly, because you never know what you're going to get spell-wise, I'd rather invest in a book right now. A hat that gives me a few random bonuses. Int -2. No AC bonus. Rampaging, which I don't want. I don't care for this hat. Staff of Air is tempting. Staff of Air is very tempting, actually, because I'm already mass training electricity, so the bonus damage from whacking with it will be good, and it's going to power up my airstrikes significant. Yeah, I think go with the Staff of Air. I hate to turn my back on 1,000 gold this early, though. That's a lot of value. But yeah, no, and the Staff of Air, we're almost guaranteed going to find another one sooner or later, but... Well, here, I'll show you in a second what I mean. Alright, so this is me with just any old dagger. 31% or 15% power on airstrike, 72 on shock, right? There's 100% power on shock and 23 on airstrike. That's a significant improvement. Okay, we're out of mana, which means we need to run for it. Best I can hope for is one more good attack on him. And I don't want to stick around to find out. Okay, well, we now know what an acquirement scroll. Ooh, we got our first ring, and it's a doozy. Will, Arcor, and Dex +3. I'll take it. I'll take it. Bring him into the middle. We miscast, and we are running for it. I don't want to dive. I think I'll swiftness here, just to build that air gap up. If I could just poison him, that'd be something. Nope. No significant damage. We're going to go back to zapping him, I guess. Double zap, instant kill. Pull one of them anyway. There's got to be a major zap opportunity here. Double or triple. There you go. The other one, we can try a different staircase. We don't have to go into melee with the snake. Come closer. Boom. Insta-kill. I got 2 airstrikes in me if he comes this way. One. I only need 1. Yeah, this is the beauty of funneling all your power into just air magic. As long as you're cautious not to get yourself beat up, surrounded, or trapped, as long as you leave yourself a retreat, because you will be a bit of a gas guzzler with using such an expensive spell, you can one-shot so many things on approach. Dagger of Venom is always fun. Venomizing enemies is a good way to set them up for death as you retreat. That was a bit risky, I admit. Unless that orc opens the door. She didn't. Now it's less risky. Boom. 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 Not quite. Boom. So we're getting close to the point in the game where I start working on spellcasting. Not a ton, mind you, just enough to get my MP total to about 20. The amount of there's a huge power spike that comes from being able to cast just those couple extra airstrikes without needing to retreat in between. Ooh, I got our first wand, and it's a good one. It's not great long term, but it's very good for the early game. To have the ability to just, even a puff of flame is a huge deal. Whatever we don't have two of. I have two of that. Yeah, sure. Can enchant a random buckler. Why not? As soon as I get airstrike down below the 1% mark, I'll put on the buckler with no training, just to see. Oh fuck me. Swiftness and run for sure. Don't want to tangle with this thing in melee. And now that I have a nice safe haven, he can come to me whenever he likes. Oh. You want to come to me, bro? Come right at me. You can weaken me all you like. I'm just going to blow you up this way. Okay. That saved me using my potion of magic. I'm okay with that. Boom. Got you. Recover mana. Got you. Got you all. Okay. D6. Still no temple, mind you. In fact, almost no altars at all. That faded altar early on, and that's about it. This is a bad hallway for me to fight in, because my airstrike is very limited, so I'm going to go somewhere else. Orc priests are the best reason, the best argument I have in favor of using airstrike. You match their range and have way more destructive potential because you don't waste time doing other things. Last stare. Yeah, this is good. Just get him off the wall. Finish him. I'm not pretending that the enhancer staff isn't a factor in why I'm doing so well, because it's definitely helping the power boost. But like, again, I want to emphasize this could work just well even without. Let's see. Looks like somebody's joined the stream on Twitch. Hey, how do you do? Ooh. Good. Very good. No double zaps. I went one space too far for that. I think I just go for a weak airstrike here. It's a weak airstrike, but it's better than a zap as long as it hits. Okay. Right in that intersection where I get the 4 square bonus, where I went for it. I think I'm at the point of test quaffing anything I have 2 of, really. So Brilliance, Lig, Might, and Attraction. And I did that because I've already gotten rid of Degeneration, Mutation, Curing, and Wounds, right? Wait, I haven't figured out Heal Wounds yet? I have to have figured out Heal Wounds. Oh, dang. Okay, never mind. Double scrolls I'm going to read as well, just so that the singleton that I have left I can make good use of. Proper use of. I think it would behoove me to memorize. Yeah, I'm gonna train spellcasting up to 5 now, just for the sake of improving my mana pool as well as my castability. The castability is a side benefit, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, where there's one bee, there's inevitably lots of them. So we need to exercise extreme caution in our approach because we don't resist poison and can very easily be drained of curing potions in this situation. Whoa, I didn't even see him. Gotta kill him with airstrikes immediately. Centaurs don't always run in herds at this height, at this dungeon depth, so he may have been alone. He may well have been alone. Got one. We don't have enough mana for this other one. Lucky we got it with a couple zaps. Already my mana pool has gone up a little bit. That's very good for me. I've gone from 2.5 airstrikes to 3 airstrike potential. Okay, Gazog is offered, Gazog is taken. I'm a simple man. I do simple things. There we go. Got him. The rest of them I would have loved to take out in multi-zaps, but really think about that critically. All it takes is a couple well-placed needles or curaries, and that whole scene becomes much less survivable. I may not have resist poison, but I have airstrike insta-kill snake. I'm heading in the direction of the staircase. I would like very much to get out of this situation before my low mana becomes a real liability. Cool. Airstrike times 1, zap for the finish. Now I have 3 airstrikes and a single zap. So zap to get the attention, and then airstrikes when they're in position. Clearly my intent of studying spellcasting is paying off beautifully. What is Zapia? We don't need to do anything fancier. Zapia is fine. Notice that I almost always back off to heal, back off to recover mana. The closer I am to where things can go wrong, the less obviously safe I am. So much better to retreat, as long as you're retreating into known territory that's empty and safe. Now that weapon looked good. Let's see what it was. A vampiric resistance to electricity, resistance to cold option. I have resistance to electricity built into my staff, but I will take this for the sake of the resist cold option. There was a pack of kobolds. If I'm seeing them one by one now, I have to be careful that the pack doesn't show up. Power, 67%. Oh, sorry, 33%, 2d5 to 21. Definitely going to try to push that to the higher end. This is already at 100%, so as long as it's hitting, it's killing things. Makes it a very good choice for unsleeping monster openers. Oh, I'll take a hand axe of electrocution. I'll never use it, but I'll take it. More lignification. We now have 2 of Y. Let's try it. Oh, okay. There would be some scenarios where that could potentially be useful. We've gone all the way through G7, and are you serious? You're putting me in melee with a Manticore? It's awake already. What do I do here? This Manticore can deal 48 damage in 1 turn, give or take. I could be dead in 2 turns. I think I go tree here. But the problem with going tree form is if anything else shows up, I have no way out of it. But I can hold my ground pretty well. Yeah, we're going to go tree form. and then just blast it to death with whatever spells I have that can blast it. Steam Dragons don't get to blow me back, I don't think, correct? Yeah. 30 damage on the Steam Ball is okay. Alright, we need to get out of here now. That combination of orcs and smiting is too much. I'm okay with that potion of lignification. I would have been sadder to lose something more valuable. But lignification's fine. But man, I descended a staircase and I was next to an awake monster. I really, really, really do not like that. Especially with attacks of opportunity having been added. There should be like a mandatory no monster can spawn within this radius zone when you go down the staircase, just like I swear the way I think version 0.26 used to be. I don't know, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I don't remember descending next to awake monsters. Nearby with them on the same screen, sure. In melee with me? No, not so much. Alright, we got our first potion petition option online. That's good. Zap, targeted kill. Zap, zap, zap. Targeted kill. 3 cast kills most. And again, that pittance of spellcasting has done exactly what I hoped it would. It's given me a little bit more gas in the tank so that I can attempt more airstrikes on things without needing to retreat quite as often and not always having the means to do so. We have an ID scroll. Let's ID. We're hoping to ID meaningful scrolls. Blink is particularly valuable, but any escape scroll is a good one, right? Target the brigand, I guess. Finish him. Yeah, so in picture that I was an ordinary wizard, I would be going Mephitic Cloud, watch them dance, use some magic darts, and then have them wake up halfway through that mess. Not all of them, but some of them. And just versus this, where it was just like, nope, I was targeting all of them all the time. Centaur at this range is quite deadly. It's a crapshoot who kills who in these situations, but if he starts getting the advantage of me, I start using potions, so. Lucky for me, I didn't have to use any potions. Of course, I'm on D8, guys. D8 with nothing to show for it. Do I branch out into doggos here? Can definitely consider it. Call Canine Familiar gives me a lot more defense than what I've got going on otherwise. Oh, if I could find that Bailey, it's worth magic mapping to get into it for sure. It looks like it's due north. I don't have a lot of AoE options, and I don't have Mephitic Cloud or Disable options, so the Bailey might not be a gimme. Okay, where are we? We are just to the side of where the Bailey is. But I do myself no favors rushing into the Bailey and dying to get there. Yeah, we're gonna bring him out into the open, and then we're gonna blast him to death. My ability to kill single targets is very good. My only AoE like spell is the zap. I think all of the yaks that I ran away from one door have come to the other. Oh, seriously? Come on, guys. Huffisha. Using swiftness to get away from yaks, man. This is the door that had yaks on it. No, they did not run away. They just moved around. How do I kill all of these guys quickly? I think this is a good time to berserk. Potentially. Let's take a look. What are they packing? 35% chance to evade, HP about 13, axes all around, HP about 4. No, you know what? I'm overthinking it. If I just zap them dead faster than the yaks catch up with me, I'm kind of golden. Okay, but I didn't succeed at that. So, fear. Fear. Close the door and then finish them off in private. There we go. The yaks stay outside, I stay inside, everybody wins. And I'm in. Okay. The reason it was so important to get in here is if I can succeed, big if, at winning the Bailey, it will be a huge power spike, which could carry me to a successful lair. If I fail to succeed in the Bailey, I can usually escape. Looking over all my assets, I can Scroll of Poison to win a fight or to temporarily stall a fight if things get dicey. Double zap is definitely warranted here. Airstrike. Oh my god, airstrike isn't killing him. Yeah, this might be the time to... The problem is I myself don't resist poison. So I might be signing my own death warrant if I do that. How do I deal with this? An untrained vamp weapon is a terrible idea. Staff of Conjuration isn't going to do anything. I can teleport out, but this whole floor is bound to be more scary than this place. I think I can go invisible. That will make most of them not be able to find me, at least. And make it much harder for them to land hits if they can't see their target. It's not going to be everything, but it's something. Fuckers in scale mail. Okay, we got one down. Hate to do it, but I think I'm going to have to... How much damage can you deal? 18 plus Vorpal. That's really high. Yeah, I can use a curing to not just die here. And then... Man, these guys follow me as if they can see me. I think I magic here for sure. And then just take out one target. That did not work. He did not get taken out. Do we cure again? And again until it succeeds. And then... Shit, man. I can kill one of them. The one with the Vorpal weapon. And then I can kill the other as long as he doesn't get the drop on me. Okay. Still invisible. For all the good that's done me. There's a puddle there. If I can get to that puddle, that'll help a lot. Do I want to attack into this frog yet? Don't know how long I have. Hit for 9 damage with a high likelihood of missing. Yeah, I'm willing to take that shot. It's a double zap. Not another human. God damn it, these guys. Gonna be the death meat. That's a whole room full of frogs. Close that door. We are not going in there, not without an army. We've been caught. We can either go invisible again, use my last invisibility potion, or I can get clever. What would be clever in this situation? Yeah. I think Berserk might be the clever option here, to be honest. Just enough to take this guy out quick, and possibly one more, and that's it. Now I'm at the mercy of the gnoll turning the corner, or of a goblin opening the door and letting all hell break loose. I was not ready for a Bailey. I thought I was, but I wasn't. I worked so hard to get in here. We're gonna invisibility again. There's no point saving an invisibility that gets me killed by not using it. And I think I'm also gonna poison here so that they cannot approach me. Like I said, I get one freeze and I'm using it here. So there's one guy in melee with me who can't approach without croaking. Any other frog dumb enough to approach gets zapped and killed. Or sorry, poisoned and killed. There's a lot of frogs there. But they're not the problem right now. That human is. The whole level is full. My god, this whole level is full of mess. I just don't have what it takes to survive here. Do I just run? I mean, I hate to run. I haven't picked up any loot. Nothing here is particularly valuable. I didn't train Irradiate enough to even begin to think of using it. I can blast this one frog to death. For sure. When the poison drops and my invisibility is gone, which will both happen shortly, what keeps them from swarming me? If this guy's dead, or very nearly dead, but he's not dead, so they will swarm me. That's fine. That's fine. They will eventually come. Let's close all the doors. And try to draw enemies in a slow and orderly procession of death. You're the one that I tried to snipe earlier. You're dead now. And okay, even if we have to retreat now, we've at least gotten a fair amount of EXP out of this place and gold. That's something. I had to go through a lot of good stuff to stay alive, but this is why we pre-identified as much as we did, so that when the situation came that we needed to know our options, we knew what they were. And yes, I'll be very sad to not have an invisibility scroll or a poison scroll the next time I need one, but there wouldn't have been a next time I need one if those initial humans and Noel had killed me. So, you know, streak logic. Yeah. Okay. Swiftness and run. Blast. Blast. I just need a little bit of a breather, guys. Just a little bit of a breather here. Yes, I'll shoot my own butterflies. That's not a problem. To get a tap on both the frogs. Okay, one frog is down. Be honest. You never thought I was going to use butterflies in this situation. I know this because I never thought I would use butterflies in that situation, but it's exactly what I needed to buy myself that little bit of an edge. Kill one, back off. We do not have what it takes to deal with a Vault Guard wearing plate armor in this situation. I'm sorry. There's nowhere to hide or run. Unless I can get him truly poisoned. Nope, we missed on both attempts to poison him. I think we just bail. Straight up bail. I really want to loot this place more, and I don't think that I have the option. Right now, I can turn around and leave and not be dead. If I stay, I have to deal with a Volt Guard who can hit for 33 damage and kill me in 2 hits. If I teleport, I can be anywhere in this area, but then I'm not at my safety. I don't know how many Volt Guards are here. If it's 1, I can stay ahead of him. If it's 2, I can't. So do I risk it all for a bit of loot, or do I escape? It depends how good the loot is, and I don't know. Let's say hypothetically I teleport right here and there's no other enemies. I still have a Vault Guard that I can't get around twice. That has to be the decision maker right there. Let's leave. Let's leave. That saddens me immensely, but I think it was the right move. Oh, fuck. Okay. From the frying pan into the fire, as they say. I guess I could just try to zap them all to death. Really, I'm realistically going to have to take a teleport here. Yeah, teleport's correct. Not dying is correct, and I don't know how to do that, so we'll just die. GG. That was my fault for milling them. I shouldn't have done that. There goes my 2x15 streak. The correct decision in that situation was definitely not what I did. The correct solution was to open the door, see 5 yaks, and then teleport. Like, I didn't have to melee them. That was stupid. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time.